lo más impactante de Lindsay Lohan. Desde que habían estado saliendo por meses en secreto, casi todo el mundo se quedó sorprendido cuando Lindsay y Wilmer, de 24 años, se anunciaron como pareja cuando ella cumplió 18 años. Pero eso no fue nada comparado al escándalo de su rompimiento apenas 4 meses después.
Pretty hot and heavy between Lindsay and Wilmer for a while. They had reportedly exchanged promise rings.
But they were star-crossed lovers from the beginning. Two people knocking each other out of the spotlight.
They had such a tumultuous relationship through the entire thing. Lindsay was still really young. She was still kind of in high school mode. So they were fighting all the time.
As Wilmer tells it, she freaked out one time when he couldn't pick her up and she was at a photo shoot and they had to cancel the photo shoot because of it.
When they broke up, you could feel the collective what go over the whole nation.
What's the biggest mistake you've ever made?
Dating that guy from the 70s show. Definitely.
There are many theories as to why Wilmer and Lindsay didn't last. One of them is that Lindsay was just too crazy and too possessive. Another one was that Wilmer wasn't very good at being monogamous.
She had apparently found letters from Wilmer's ex, which she certainly didn't like, but it just seemed like the two of them had gotten together at the wrong time.
Un mes después del rompimiento, Lindsay apareció en TRL tratando de poner el punto final.
You changed your t-shirt.
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Well, I just wanted to make a statement. It says you were never my boyfriend.
Oh, no, she did! You trying to stir up some controversy?
Whatever.
Wilmer aumentó la controversia en marzo del 2006 con algunas confesiones muy atrevidas en el programa de Howard Stern.
It's this kind of childish thing that's going back and forth, but to watch it unravel is the greatest stuff ever. Like, this is what a true Hollywood romance is made of.
A un año de su mega estrellato, Lindsay era conocida por 3 cosas: sus senos, su drama y su hermoso cabello rojo. Entonces, el 15 de abril del 2005, impactó al mundo al entrar a un club de Manhattan de rubia.
So Lindsay goes to the rap party for Just My Luck and she's blonde. The anti-blonde starlet, the red hair, the whole different look has gone Paris Hilton.
And the world went crazy. It's like the sky fell in.
Has everyone seen this? She's blonde. No, wait, stop. I don't care what's happening. People are dying elsewhere in the world. Lindsay Lohan's blonde. Afghana, what? Lindsay Lohan's blonde.
It's very strange.
What was really surprising was that Lindsay had said in the past, I love my red hair, and there she was with blonde hair.
Lindsay's rep claimed that she went blonde for her role in A Prairie Home Companion because she was playing Meryl Streep's daughter and she wanted their hair to match.
And Meryl Streep was blonde, so I wanted to get into character.
Her rep said, you know what, it's easier for her to dye her hair blonde than it is for her to wear a wig. Yeah, if they can make the Titanic sink, they can put a blonde wig on Lindsay Lohan.
La ambición de rubia de Lindsay no terminó cuando finalizó la filmación 6 semanas después. Permaneció platina por 6 meses, hasta octubre del 2005.
She keeps it for months, you know. I mean, obviously she realizes the reaction she gets out of it and milks it for everything it's worth.
I'll be back to red hair soon. I miss my red hair. But this is a nice change.
Since then, she's been coloring it like crazy. It's been brown, dark brown, red again, every color in the rainbow.
It doesn't matter whether she has dyed her hair gray and made it into dreadlocks. She's still gonna be a kook. That's what we really want.
4 semanas después del teñido, la apariencia de Lindsay acaparó más los encabezados. Había estado perdiendo peso desde su hospitalización en octubre del 2004, pero una alarmante foto con Nicole Richie mostró que había ido demasiado lejos.
Lindsay has been always known as being like a curvy girl. And then all of a sudden she drops 20 pounds and she's skeletal. And you could see all the bones in her body. You could see that her arms and even her face were so thin at this point.
When people saw that photo, they went absolutely crazy with speculation that Lindsay had some sort of an eating disorder, that she was doing drugs. It definitely caused a huge reaction.
This was one of those put down the camera and help her moments. This is like, ha ha, Lindsay Lohan, you, oh God.
do something.
Because of this one incredible photo, the two of them were actually dubbed the Skeletwins.
Días más tarde, la pareja trató de apagar los rumores comiendo pastel ante las cámaras. Cuando el público no le creyó, sacó un as bajo la manga.
When people started confronting Lindsay about her weight loss, she defended it by saying she actually really liked her new physique because clothes fit better and she was really comfortable with it.
You grow up, you learn, you eat healthier, you work out, your body's changing.
Lindsay said, compared to a lot of other actresses in Hollywood, I'm actually overweight. And that drew a lot of attention because she was not overweight by any stretch of the imagination, even compared to the average Hollywood starlet.
She was even saying that people after she lost the weight were saying, hey, you look great. And she made these comments like, what, did I look fat before?
Everyone has their own reason for why they want to be thin or how they get that way. I'm healthy and I'm not an idiot.
Sin ser una situación graciosa, Lindsay y Nicole todavía bromearon al respecto en junio del 2005 en los premios de cine de MTV.
You look really skinny, I have to tell you.
I mean, you look really skinny.
No, you look really skinny.
Para septiembre, Lindsay quería recuperar sus curvas y se inscribió con un entrenador y cambió su dieta.
Now she at least has a little bit extra meat on her bones. I think she could stand to put on another few pounds, but she does look like she's maybe adopting a healthier weight.
Para la primavera del 2005, era una práctica normal de la prensa escudriñar cada movimiento de Lindsay en busca de la nota. Pero el 31 de mayo, la misma Lindsay quedó pasmada al ser presa de un ataque paparazzi, literalmente hablando.
Lindsay's driving her Mercedes, paparazzi's all over her.
They all turned around and one of them cornered me in and I turned my, I was like, what do you want?
She tries to flag down a cop to be like, get this guy off my tail.
As I was saying, that someone like floored it into my door of my car.
The photographer rams his car into her Mercedes so that he can get pictures.
Don't touch her car.
Lindsay went to the hospital, but she was released very quickly. But I think she was very, very shaken up.
The photographer was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon, but the charges were dropped because police couldn't prove that the crash was intentional.
And guys, be careful of the paparazzi.
After that incident, people felt very concerned for Lindsay. I mean, we know that she loves to get attention, but nobody thinks it's okay for her to get hit by a car.
I think something needs to be done. A line needs to be drawn for safety issues.
The great irony is that everyone in America is like, I want to see the pictures, I want to see the pictures, I want to see the pictures. Where'd those pictures come from? That's terrible. More pictures, more pictures, more pictures.
4 meses más tarde, Lindsay aún no podía quitarse a los paparazzi de encima. Chocó con una camioneta al tratar de esquivar más fotógrafos hambrientos.
Lindsay was in a car with her friend, and she tried to make a U-turn to get away from the paparazzi, and she ended up hitting a van.
Airbags deployed, she has cuts and bruises. She gets out of the car like a wild woman and runs, so they still cannot get pictures of her.
Well, maybe you should just be a little more careful when you're driving this paparazzi. Like, I know it's terrible. The paparazzi are all over you, but drive a little slower.
Enseguida, Lindsay